Hello everyone. Let's start with scene 5 today. I'm sure you all have your books. I really want you all to keep your books ready with you so that while I'm reading it, if you have your books, you'll understand it more clearly. Now, Act 5 is again very important. Let's read it. The last long scene is like a knot which ties up all the loose strands in the play. So this is that play, this is that last act where everything will come and be bound together. The subplot of Lorenzo and Jessica closes on a happy note when Portia informs them that Shylock has signed a deed to the effort that all his possessions will go to them after his death. So first, a good news for Lorenzo and Jessica, that Shylock has signed a deed of gift that all his property will go to them after his death. The misunderstandings between Portia, Bassanio, Grishanio and Nerissa regarding the ring are sorted out amid a lot of playful teasing and humor. Of course, you remember that Bassanio and Grishanio, that they have already given their rings to the loyals. But here, finally, these ladies, Portia and Nerissa, they'll force them to swear that they must have or they might have given it to a woman, to maybe ladies rather than a man. So here they keep on swearing. They have a playful act here. Antonio meets the lady for whom Bassanio had come to Belmont. Finally, this is the first time officially Antonio meets Portia, and Antonio's ships come safely to the port, everything intact. So everything was fit and fine. Finally, he comes. Every ship comes back home. The scene contains, dramatic irony and all. It's a nice short scene. Finally, they'll reveal that Portia and Nerissa were the ones who saved Antonio from Shylock's clutches. So let's go through it. It's scene 1, Belmont Avenue to Portia's house. Okay, now understand, the scene opens and Jessica and Lorenzo, they are there in Belmont in Portia's house, right? Enter Lorenzo and Jessica. Now, they are in conversation. They are talking about faithful and unfaithful love stories. So this is the first story that Lorenzo is referring to. The moon shines bright. So maybe they are outside the house, they are in the avenue, maybe they are in the garden. They're looking at the moon and then they are talking about the night. In such a night as this. So he says, I'm sure it was a night like this when the sweet wind did gently kiss the trees and they did make no noise. In such a night Troilus methinks mounted the Trojan walls and sighed his soul towards the Grecian tents where Cressida lay that night. So here, in this speech, Lorenzo is referring to a story of Troilus. He says, okay, now who was Troilus? It is given right in front of it. I really want you to mark these contexts. They are very important. Troilus was the son of King of Troy, and his beloved Cressida had promised to be faithful to each other. Now she was faithful. They both were faithful for each other. However, Cressida was handed over to Greeks in exchange for prisoners and she fell in love with them. And of course, when this girl, she was exchanged, the Greek soldiers, they were there, the Greek camps were there outside Troy, and the king exchanged Cressida for the prisoners. Now when she was passed on, she fell in love with another man. Every night Troilus would stand on the wall of Troy. Looking towards the Greek camps, Cressida is seen as a symbol of unfaithful love. So here Lorenzo is somewhat teasing Jessica. He is giving the reference of an unfaithful lover. So he says here, it was such a night, it was the same kind of a night when Troilus, he must have mounted the walls of Troy to see Cressida. And there Cressida was already in love with another man. And she is a sign of an unfaithful love. Okay, we have like this another stories as well. I'll continue with the rest of the stories in my next video. Fine, thank you.